Hello there, it's the final day of the holiday hub. Where has this week gone? What a great week we've had though. We've learned so much from cooking pizzas to doing handstands. I know for today's final show though, we're going to check in with Rosie for some more yoga. Have your stretchies out there ready for this one, trust me. It's no good wearing a suit for that. Michelle is going to show us how to recycle our rubbish into some brilliant crafts. We're going to go and see Claire with some mindfulness at the word as well. But now let's catch up with Michelle for some fun facts on how we can use social media safely.
Hi, my name's Michelle, I'm from Hattrick. Today we're going to be doing a session around social media and the awareness that you need to know about how many hours you're spending on social media. So first of all, we're going to move into the first activity. So this activity is, what do you think of social media? So we've got a green cone over here, which is you spend a lot of time on social media. The one in the middle is you don't spend often, and the red cone at the end is you don't use it at all. So in this activity, all you're going to do is you're going to grab the tennis balls at the bottom and you're going to take it to what you think about social media. So I'm going to place mine down at green because I spend quite a few hours on social media. Now moving on to the next activity. So this activity is how many hours do you spend on social media? So in a rough day, I spend about 4 hours on social media, which is quite a lot due to the fact of we should only roughly spend about 1 to 2 hours on social media due to like mental health and stuff. Spending loads of hours on social media can affect yourself. Because you're not getting out and about and you're always focusing on one thing, which is social media. Now with the bibs, we're going to create a number of how many hours we spend on social media. So I'm going to do it now on the floor. So my hours on social media, I spend 4. Now spending 4 hours on social media is quite bad. So I'm going to look to reduce it to 1 to 2 hours a day. Now moving on to the next activity, which is trending. So a lot of apps like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all do trends. TikTok being one of the most famous ones, do a lot of trends for young people as well as adults. So in this activity, I'm going to do a trending exercise. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the ball up on the racket like this, and I'm going to do different trick shots. So I might want to do it with a side, like that. I might want to alternate. Going to use the left hand, might be a bit tricky. Side again, bounce it on the floor. Oh, it's all the way over there. Trends are positive because it includes a social element to it. A lot of people do these trends to try and get other people to complete them. There is some negatives around it as well, but we're focusing on like the positives where we can get activities like this and make it into a trend and get other people to try it. Now moving on to the next activity, which is FOMO, so fear of missing out. All we're going to do in this activity is some yoga positions. So this helps with breathe, relax, and kind of just do some stuff that's going to let we relax. So the first yoga position is arms right up in the air, yeah, and we're just gonna stretch that out. We're just stretching my arm muscles. Just breathe, so in and out. In and out. Do this for 30 seconds and then swap over to another pose. In and out. In and out. Now moving on to the next one. So this one's called the side bend. So all you're going to do is you put your arm out in front and you're going to bend your body to the side. Doing this for 15 seconds and then swap over to the next one. Remember to breathe and just relax. Breathe and relax. Moving it around to the next arm. Breathe and relax. Breathe and relax. Next one is, you're going to put your arms out at the side and you're going to put your leg on top with a nice balance. Remember to keep breathing and relaxing. So in, out. In, out. If you can't balance on that leg, maybe swap legs. And just relax. Remember to breathe. In and out. Another yoga pose you can do is a bit of a meditation. So all you're going to do is sit on the floor like this. And this one is done in silence. So all you need to do is put your arms out in front of you. Make sure that you're breathing in and out and just relaxing. In, out. In, out. So now moving on to the next activity, which is positive and negatives of social media. So helps in building communities. So this is a bit of a sense of belonging. So like an organisation like Hattrick, we're on social media like Facebook and Twitter. So we get the chance to kind of build relationships with others that are doing stuff in the community. Next one is education benefits. So a lot of primary school and secondary schools use social media to get in contact with pupils outside of school, i.e. homework. Being able to contact family and friends is very important because you always need that contact to try and kind of socialise with them in a different face. To try and speak out your problems to. Social opportunities, so being able to socialise with friends through social media, it's important because not opportunities you get to socialise with others. Just moving on to the negatives of social media, so bullied for the content, so we just want to make sure you're aware of if you are being bullied for any content that you post on social media, to report it and make sure that like if people are saying these nasty names, don't take it to heart. Just remember to breathe, relax and make sure that you report it, yeah. Lead to mental health problems, so we just want to make sure that you've got good mental health. Given a bad reputation, so a lot of social media, people post stuff that might not be true. So we just want to give awareness to you that if you do see something and you think it's not true, don't read into it too much. To end the session off, we just want to give an insight on social media and how many hours you can reduce. Thinking back to the activities we delivered, FOMO being one of them, fear of missing out. Just think about if you're on social media and your friends are doing stuff on social media, planning events. Don't worry if you don't get invited. Think about just relaxing and breathing. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle from Hattrick. Enjoy.
Well, some great tips there on safety on social media. I think social media can be great because you can talk to everyone handy during pandemics as well, but it's important to be nice. It's not nice to get mean comments on your posts, so it makes no sense to put them on anyone else's. Now let's take a break from the world and go over to Rosie at Shanty B for some relaxing yoga poses and breathing techniques.
In this episode, we're going to do pulling the bow to shoot the eagle. Hands face the body, palms, just stack the hand one on the other, and we're just going to slowly lift the hands up, chest height, and then let one arm release slowly and just reach back. Okay, then slowly lower it down. So big deep breath in, so you're opening up the chest and reach. Make sure the head turns in the direction of the arm that you're lengthening. Brilliant, well done. Just so there's no damage to the neck. And again. Lovely. So we're going to do one more on each side. Breathe in and slowly breathe out. Wonderful, well done. You're doing really, really well. Breathe in and slowly breathe out. Brilliant. Everything's back to centre. Give your legs a little shake if you need to, and your arms a little shake. That's absolutely fine. You can stop and do that throughout. No problem at all. Next exercise is finding the needle in the sea. So, when you're ready, we're going to slowly lift and pivot the heel, reach the hands down towards the knees, lift the arms up to shoulder height. Slowly bring everything back to centre and just let everything relax. Same thing on the other side. Lift and pivot on the heel, slowly lift and reach, and bring everything back to centre. Lovely. So big deep breath in, and slowly breathe out. And again, lift and pivot, and slowly breathe out. Okay, if you're not comfortable with the foot movement, just slowly reach to the side, lift the arms up, and then slowly bring them back to centre, bring them in towards the chest. Okay, so you're just going to go to the side, slowly lift the arms, and then bring everything back to centre. Okay, slowly lower the hands down by your side.
Hi, I'm Rosie at Shanty B in Biker. We're going to go through a floor-based yoga series to help connect to the body, breath, and bring a little bit of movement in. So I'm going to start seated on my yoga mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, that's fine, you don't need one. You could be on the floor, you could be on a sofa or in a chair, wherever you're most comfortable. You're going to place the hands onto your knees, palms down, or onto your lap. We're going to rest the shoulders back, and we're going to get into our breath. So I'm going to invite you to softly close your eyes and simply observe The breath as we inhale and exhale. So we're trying for the head to be over the spine. We don't want to be arched if possible because it brings unnecessary tension into the body, which stops us relaxing. So if you can be up nice and tall if possible. As I inhale, I'm feeling my rib cage expand. And as I exhale, it's almost deflating. I'm going to suggest we inhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we exhale the same. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Equal breathing. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. We call this Samavritti. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Just keep going like that. Inhaling and exhaling. So this equal breathing really balances the mind. And now I'd like you just to observe, after the inhale, there's this natural little hole before we exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Little gap. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tiny retention, a little void or space, isn't it? Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in these spaces, keep going if you can, between the inhale and the exhale. It's a calm space. It's a calm space that we can connect to naturally. It's an involuntary process. It happens all the time, every day of our life. Inhaling, little gap, and exhaling. Keeping your breath strong, staying with it for me. I'm going to set us a little intention or mantra, if you'd like, for your day. I am here. Maybe you can say that to yourself in your head. I am here. So there's nowhere else that we need to be right now. Just here with the breath, inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, let's flicker the eyes back open. Okay, so now we're going to do some eye movements. I'd like you to bring your hands up and slightly wider. So they're going to come to the middle and then we're going to make them wider. We're not going to move our head, okay? Not going to move our head like this. We're going to be tempted to move our head. We're going to just move our eyes. So first we're gazing forward and let's look to the right. Forward, left, forward. I wonder if you moved your heads. Right, forward, left, forward, left again. Right, left, forward. Mix it up if you like. To the right, forward, to the left, forward. Can you look at the floor? Oh. Forward. Can you look at the ceiling? Forward. Right, forward, left, and let's just relax. My arms are feeling that. So we're going to do some little side bends now. If you are on a chair, you could use the chair rest for support under your hands. Otherwise, you might want to place the hand about a foot away from your hip. If your legs are being crossed, you might just want to switch the cross of your legs. If you're comfortable, you could bring the soles of the feet together. We call this cobbler, Baddha Konasana, or butterfly position. So that wings are open with our knees. Okay, we're going to place the right hand in line with your right hip. We're going to bring this right shoulder down away from the ear. So notice that. The little bend in my elbow here. I'm going to drop this ear towards this shoulder so that I relax all the muscle here, this sternocleidomastoid, this big muscle that holds the head up. And maybe you want to wiggle your jaw around, get rid of any tension in the jaw. We're going to bring breath into it. So as we inhale, we're reaching the hand up and over the head. And when we exhale, we settle. Inhale, we're going to switch sides. And as we exhale, we settle. Notice that my head dropped there as well, so complete the pose. Inhale, go as slow or as fast as you need. I'd suggest just going nice and slow to begin with. and settle. Inhale. And as we exhale, resettle. Let's come back to center so you can keep going with that for as long as you like if that felt good for you. Now we're going to open up the chest and the back a little bit. So this is a variation of cat-cow. I'm going to place my hands onto my knees or onto the sides of my chair. As I inhale, I balloon my heart open, really expand the ribs, open up all of this space. Inhale. And as I exhale, I arch the back and I bring my chin in towards my chest. I get rid of any tension in the back. Inhale to open. And exhale as I close. And you can adjust your hands if the hands want to move down the legs. So we're exhaling, we're bringing our chin into our chest. And we inhale as we open up. And the eyes can be open or closed here again, whatever feels nice for you. And we don't want to drop our head all the way back. We're just gazing up to the ceiling. And as we exhale, we bring the chin into the chest and open up back. So when you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. We're going to take a little forward fold. So my legs are making a diamond shape and my knees are the top and bottom of the diamond. I'm going to take an inhale as I find length in the spine, and exhale as I bring the hands in front of me and just pivot at the hips and take a forward fold to wherever's comfortable for you. So you might get a little bit lower down, or you might be here and just supporting. If you're forward folding in a chair, you just want your knees a little wider and you'd forward fold in between your knees. Just allowing the back to open. We can let the chin drop down to the chest. Might be nice to close the eyes here. Maybe come back to our equal breathing, inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, stay here for as long as you need. If you're with me, we can use the hands to lift the body back up so that we bring the head back over the spine in our seated position. Okay, we're going to get into the hands and the arms, and we're going to do something on the face before we relax. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the hands out nice and wide in front of us, and my wrists are in line with my shoulders, and your arms might get a little bit tired here, so let's see where we go with it. We're going to span the hands nice and wide as possible. Really feel that nice stretch that comes in across the palm, and then we're going to bring the hands tight in together. Feel the engagement in the shoulders and in the pecs even as we do this. Inhaling and exhaling still. Maybe we can speed it up. Oh, that's hard, hey? So you might feel like your fingers don't even belong to you after a little while of doing this. See if you can, oh wow, go faster, faster, it gets harder, maybe slower. Let's slow it down. Keeping the integrity, so really expanding as much as you can each time and clasping. And that really wakes up the forearms, the shoulders, the connection that we have to our body. Keep going for 5, really fast, 4, oh it's hard, 3, 2, and rest. The lightness of the arms come down. Let's just close the eyes. Connect with that feeling. Slow the breath down, inhaling in through the nose. Exhaling out of the nose. Let's flicker the eyes back open if they're not there already. So now we've built up this connection, this engagement, this energy in the arms. Let's work with that. So we're going to rub our hands together for quite some time, a minute maybe, and then we're going to bring the palms of the hands onto the eyes and then onto the heart. And when you're doing this, I invite you to keep your eyes closed. Okay, so let's rub the hands. Keep rubbing them. Straight away, you'll feel a warmth coming into the hands. Maybe the shoulders are already feeling like we've worked them quite a bit, so they're going to feel a little bit more. Let's go for a little bit longer. 5, maybe 4, 3, 2, and we're going for the eyes first. So keeping the eyes closed, place the palms of the hands onto the eyes. Now let's give the heart a little bit of love, keeping the eyes closed. Let's place the hands, one on top of each other or next to each other, on the heart. Maybe we can even connect to the breath as it comes into the body. Feel it underneath the hands in the upper chest. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to connect to the breath in this space. And when you're ready, bring the hands back down onto the knees. Come back to the breath, relax the jaw, relax the eyelids. Relax here for as long as you like. If you feel like you need to lie down, you could always lie down now. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Rosie. Right, we're going to take a break now, but can you solve this riddle while we're gone? This is a really tough one. What 8-letter word can have a letter taken away and it still makes a word? Take another letter away and it still makes a word. Keep on doing that until you have one letter left. But what is the word?